Hello, how's everyone doing today? My name is Daniel. You better know me as Real Deal Wealth on this channel. And today we had a crazy day on the stock market. We saw highs in the pre-market coming to 11 o'clock, and then we saw a dip, a stock market crash around 11:10. So what does this all mean, and what am I going to talk to you about today? Well, today I'm going to talk to you about 3 stocks that are on my radar, and then we're going to go over NEO at the end of the video. I'm going to be talking about Cciv. I'm also going to be talking about Bngo, and then finally, I'm going to go over Gamestop. So, just a disclaimer before we start, I am not your financial advisor. Do not just buy a stock because I tell you to. Go ahead and do your own research and feel confident in the stocks that you buy, and make sure they fit your portfolio for what you're trying to do. Also, if you want, you can go check out my Instagram. It's in the description. I talk stocks on there and it's a lot of fun. Alright, so I'm going to start with Bngo, better known as Bionanogenomics. This stock has been gaining a lot of traction since Cathie Wood had an interview speaking about how genomics is the future of stocks. And this was a penny stock no less than 3 months ago, and now it's pushing $13. What does this mean? Does this mean that we're going to see a dip? I believe so. I believe that another dip is coming soon, and this may be your opportunity to buy in. Otherwise, I think that this stock is going to keep running up, and we've seen many of these stocks this year and in last year as well that have spiked thousands and thousands of percent because of information coming out, new technology, and investors really pushing for these certain stocks. So let's look at this article down here on why Bionanogenomics stock rocketed more than 28% today. So, bullish analyst remarks have likely contributed to Bionano's recent ascent. So like I said, investors hype these stocks up, and you have to be careful. They do have impressive technology, but at the same time, you don't want the stock to rise faster than the value of the company. So, if we see here, it's raised nearly 7-fold from 2 to 14, and that was on Friday. So, it was trading at $2 no less than 2 months ago, and on Friday it ended at 14. And let's look at the stock right now, what it's at. So if we go in and we take a closer look, you can see what I'm talking about. It was up almost 40% at one point, and that stock market crash came. It had a little bit of a recovery, and then it started trading sideways. Over the 1 month trend, you can see it's over 1,000% gains on this one, and in the 3 month chart, it's actually over 2,000% gains. So this thing was trading at a penny stock, let's see, for over a year. Let's look at that 5-year chart. I mean, it did have a push, it looks like, back in the day in 2018, but it's been a penny stock for a while. And you see this thing rocket up, and sometimes with charts like that, you see that thing dip. So let's look more into the article. So now what it says. McCarthy expects rising awareness of Sapphire among doctors to fuel adoption and in turn Bionano's sales growth. He believes Bionano can maximize its profit opportunity with Sapphire by developing more tests for genetic disorders in other areas such as prenatal screening. So prenatal screening is whenever you go in as a pregnant woman and you have these tests done to see if there's going to be issues with your babies. So currently I'm in nursing school, and why this is so important is in a lot of cases, if you have an elderly lady who's having a child, she may be at risk of having a child with some of these developmental delays, things such as spina bifida, or they can have Down syndrome, or even have some mental delays. But having Bionanogenomics in this, type of technology come around, this could really benefit prenatal screening as a whole. And that's big. A lot of babies are born a year, and if this technology can be used correctly, this company can explode. So keep it on your radar. I would say buy the dip. It's kind of going a little bit higher than I expected, but as I say, do your own research. So next, what we're going to be talking about is Cciv. This is a very interesting EV company that, kind of reminds me of a Rolls-Royce, a Mercedes, a BMW company that does luxury, or even Lexus, where you see these impressive cars with, great amenities. So with CCIV, you see it here. It more than doubled since the first week in January, when speculation began circling that the special purpose acquisition company, better known as a SPAC, might bring luxury electric vehicle maker Lucid Motors public. Lucid Motors produces luxury EV cars, and this would be huge if this SPAC could acquire this company and make it go public. It's getting a lot of roar right now, and we also see this stock surging up. And this one doesn't worry me as much as Bionanogenomics because we see EVs as a whole gaining traction, and I don't feel like, electric vehicles as a whole is a bubble right now. If anything, I feel like they're very undervalued. Things such as NIO with a market cap of $100 billion, trading at only $60 a share today. All right, let's take a look at CCIV's chart. As we can see right here, it was up almost 20% in the pre-market, and even after the crash, it leveled out and it was up almost 12, actually more than 12% on the day, which is very impressive. If we go ahead and look at the 1 month chart for this, we can see that it's up 147% nearly, which is super impressive for this company, and it's been gaining a lot of traction because of this Lucid Motor news. And a lot of the times with these SPACs, just the news alone can cause the hype and can cause people to buy in, which is why we've seen this stock. If this does go through, then this is going to be huge, and I do feel like CCIV has a lot of potential. So look, if you look down at the bottom of this article, it says investors should be very aware that there is still no set deal for Churchill Capital to merge with Lucid. That rumor may or may not be true, and bidding up shares in the SPAC now remains speculative. So this is a speculative SPAC, so we have to be very careful whenever we're in the realm of speculation, because this may just be a bubble. If this doesn't go through and Lucid isn't a potential, merger with CCIV, this thing will crash, and I guarantee it. So be careful and be smart with your money. Speaking of being careful with your money, let's go ahead and look at Gamestop. Wow, what a weird stock. Look at this. It was up at, 122%, which I read was a record in the NASDAQ for a company to be up that much. And it was at $145 a share, only to see a low today of $61.13. These are highs and lows that we usually don't even see on a yearly basis with the company, let alone within a span of 6 hours. This company is dangerous. I advise you to stay away from GameStop. GameStop is expected to lose money this year and next year. So this right here is what you call a bubble. If you got in this thing at $4 and had a short play on this, an option for January, of course you're coming out on top. But don't be someone who buys into the hype. Do your research. So if we look more into this, it even says sales growth is sluggish as fewer gamers need to go to stores or even shop online when they can download new titles directly from their consoles, PCs, phones, and tablets. So why has this company shot up? And it's because a group of Reddit investors are really hyping up this stock to be something that it's not. And we have to be careful. The news is the potential to do things that are great and give us great information, and they can also steer us in the wrong direction. So looking into the numbers is super important when it's, coming to these stocks. Don't just believe what you see on the news. Go out and do your own research. Just like I tell you not to believe just what I say. Invest in a stock because you believe in it. All right, so NIO, what an interesting company. I feel so bullish about this company. I don't care what price it's at. I mean, look at the day. It's been down. It felt that crash. But overall, in the past month, what you just saw, it's still doing great. It's up 30%, up 124% in the past month. And then in the past year, it's seen some great gains. This thing was only $2 in March. This is insane. I feel like the moon is the potential, the stars are the sight for this, and we're going to see this thing riding at $400 by the end of the year. I keep telling you, you can come back and tell me I'm right, whenever the time comes. I am super bullish on this company and I know it's going to perform. Keep doing your research on this company and don't believe what I just say, because there is a lot of speculation and people do feel like these EVs are a bubble, but I feel like if there's a company that's going to make it out on top, it's going to be NIO. They're continuing to innovate. They have great partnerships. They have the Chinese backing and the government. People love their vehicles and they continue to come out with new things such as the sedan and the NVIDIA partnership, which are amazing and they're going to be great for the growth of the company. I do see it as a Tesla type stock, and I do see it riding out at very high numbers sooner than we think. So please, CCIV was a great company. Bngo is going to be a great company, I feel like. Gamestop, not so much. So just giving you a broad range of everything I saw today and for what you need to look into. All right, everyone. So hopefully you gained some knowledge out of this video. This Monday was one of the craziest Mondays I have ever seen on the stock market. It was fun. I did buy some of the dip, and I'm gonna ride those stocks that I bought for a while and see what I can do with them. But like I always say, buy the red, sell the green. So today, whenever we had that red dip, you need to jump on those stocks that you've been looking into and maximize your profits. Don't wait until that dip goes away, because look at how fast it went away, because people know that the dip happened for pretty much no reason, not because anything was undervalued or overvalued, but just because of a scare. And that's our time to buy the stocks that we want and then keep riding them up. So take what you want away from this video. We had an interesting day on the stock market, and I hope everyone had a great day overall. It's been your boy Daniel. You better know me as Real Deal Wealth, and I will see you in the next one.